much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I expect a cheerful evening from all of you. Good evening. Are we all doing good? Are you all doing good? Yes? All right. My name is Afsha and I am delighted to be your host for this beautiful evening. Can we all start this evening by bringing some energy in this hall, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and esteemed participants, it is with great honor and privilege that we extend a warm welcome to our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Sikri. Can we have a big round of applause? Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. Your presence elevates the significance of this event, and we are truly grateful for your support and participation. Ladies and gentlemen, AAA Insolvency welcomes you in the grand celebration on the completion of the 100th episode of weekly webinar series and release of completion of 100 webinars on IBC and soft launch of book of stressedassets.com. Can we all once again give a big round of applause for this achievement? To start the event and to discuss the journey of 100 webinars, I would like to call upon stage the founder and the chairman of AAA Group, CA Anil Goel, sir. Can we give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Please help me welcome him on stage.
Thank you, Afsha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming here and joining this celebrations that we call as we finished 100 webinars called AAA Weekly Webinar Series. This series, in fact, started during the COVID when there was no name to this. We started with a lot of webinars and spreading education, sharing our experiences with others. But then in 2 years back, in fact, we started giving a name to it. That is AAA Weekly Webinar Series. We got motivation from various, starting from the students, professionals, my own colleagues, insolvency professionals, and that kind of motivation I was getting, and it moved on, it moved on, it moved on. So when this 100 was about to complete, then we thought that we should celebrate it. And then my younger son, Arpit, he gave me an idea of compiling a book. Although this book, like when we say 100 webinars, that each webinar will have at least 50 slides. So in case we could have done it as a book, it would have been a very, very big and difficult to carry and print. So therefore, my younger son, Arpit, he guided me and he said that you prepare one QR code for each webinar. And then we prepared subject and the description of that particular webinar, and then this particular booklet was prepared, which we are going to release it today. It will be sent to all our known people, all professionals, including all insolvency professionals registered with IBBI. I'm thankful to Honorable Justice A.K. Sikri for giving a foreword full of motivation, which is part of that book. I'm also thankful to Justice M.M. Kumar for giving a foreword to that booklet. And with the appreciation that they have communicated to me, it is definitely, it is a day that I can say that as long as I have this energy, I would continue to do these webinars, and I will continue to spread this education till the time I could do that. So with this kind of august audience, I'm actually moved that so much of respect to this education project. I was never expecting that this much of respect will come to this education project. So this is where we also would like to thank to our AAA team. And this team, in fact, helped me in generating this kind of content. we have done within 2 days, 3 days of important Supreme Court judgments, various amendments, we could analyze within no time, and that's what I thought that the people, in fact, started liking it. A lot of love and affection which came to me from the audience. Today, this particular event is also live on the YouTube. I'm sure a lot of people, they were asking since morning the link for this YouTube. So I'm sure that people are also watching it. Being Sunday, which is a most relaxed for all worked up professionals and judiciary, but yes, still I could see this and I'm really moved. And I thank all the dignitaries, all my friends, all professional colleagues. But this has actually taken a little toll. In the family, my family is not very happy. They are happy, but they are also saying that, yes, we have also kind of seen a little change in the routine in the family. So my younger son, he was making fun of it. I said, don't make a fun of it in front of me, but I would like him to come and say how the circumstances have changed in the family for the last 100 weeks. And in fact, we have not missed any week, every week one, and there is no topic which was repeated. With this, I just thank everyone, all the dignitaries, all the motivation that actually is coming to me with this kind of August gathering. I will just ask Arpit to explain how it has actually gone ahead. Yes, Arpit. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Hi, hello, esteemed guests. Thank you for joining us in the celebration of 100 webinars for AAA. And today I am just here to share a little bit of what has happened behind the scenes in these 100 weeks. So Salman Khan only said it, but my father is following it. इन्होंने एक बार commitment कर दी, तो ये अपनी भी नहीं सुनते. So he's made a commitment that every week he will go online and share his knowledge, and he's been doing that non-stop. I mean, behind me you have some of these videos that are running, and you will find various backgrounds in them that wherever he is. It can be Armageddon outside, but my father will make sure that if it's Saturday 11 a.m., he is online to do his webinar. So he's conducted these webinars from a car, from airport lounges, from conferences, from golf courses. Well, Saturday 11 a.m., there is only one place that you will find him. 2 of these webinars have been conducted from a hospital. One when he was down, admitted for COVID, and second a day after his surgery. So in fact, one of them was on a train where his Rotary group had booked an entire coach, and because of my father's request, their party had to stop for that 1 hour. कि यार ज़्यादा शोर नहीं मचाना है क्योंकि Anil Goel has his webinar on, so everyone was partying in silence at that time. One was in fact also conducted from my cousin's wedding. बाहर हल्दी हो रही थी और dad Zoom पे थे. So ऐसा हो गया कि Saturdays are now synonymous with webinars in our house. Even my 4-year-old nieces, they also know कि Saturday है 11 to 12, तो अभी यानी कि दादू और पापा webinar चल रहा है, तो हम धीरे से खेलेंगे. Like we won't make a lot of noise. तो हम सबको बहुत आदत हो गई है. We know where to find him. So हमें ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं होती. God forbid if he ever goes missing, so we know we have to wait for a Saturday 11 a.m. and we'll find him online. So that's it. It's like a ritual for him. He wakes up early in the morning every Saturday. He has his morning cup of tea. He does some exercise. Then he'll make his PPT, and then he'll be ready 11 a.m. to deliver this webinar. I hope all of you special people continue watching them online and continue to give him support as he pours his heart and soul into his work. Thank you all for being here and supporting him. Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would once again like to thank all the dignitaries present here, and we are truly honored by your presence. And to felicitate all the dignitaries, I would like to call upon stage CA Ankit Goel. Sir, please come on stage founder member of AAA Insolvency, AAA Valuation and managing partner of AAAG and Company LLP Chartered Accountant. Can we all give a big round of applause and welcome him on stage?
Good evening, everyone, and it's indeed a pleasure to have all of you here, and thank you so much for spending your time and coming here. I would first like to invite our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Sikri, to please come on the stage, and I would like to invite Mr. Anil Goel to please welcome him with a planter. I will then request our special guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Kumar, to please come on the stage for us to welcome you. I will request Dr. Arun Kumar Bansal, Chairperson Future Point Group, often referred to as Father of Computer Astrology, to please welcome him with a planter. I will then request Dr. P.S.N. Prasad, Mr. P.S.N. Prasad to come on the stage and please accept a planter from us. I will request Mr. Sunil Garg, former Additional Commissioner of Police, Delhi, to please welcome him. I will request Zorawar Kalra, celebrity restaurateur and founder of Massive Restaurants Private Limited, to please come on the stage and welcome, sir.
Celebrity, and he is actually a very, very known chef, and he is the founder of various brands of restaurants, and he is also there on TV, a very, very, very big celebrity, Jorawar Kalra, with the various restaurants. Ankit will have all the names of his restaurants, Ankit, if you, because...
I think the list goes on. Farzi Cafe, Papaya, it's an endless list of restaurants that he has developed, and he's a master in that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jorawar Kalra, for coming. Thank you.
I will request if Mr. G.P. Madan is here in the hall to please come on the stage. He can please facilitate Honorable Mr. Justice A.I.S. Chima. Honorable Justice Chima is former member judicial NCLAT and has the officiating position of the NCLAT before his term ended. He has tirelessly worked in the judiciary for 43 years before he superannuated as a judge of High Court of Bombay. I will then request Mr. Gangaram Agarwal to please come on the stage, and I will request him to facilitate Shri Vijay Pratap Singh. Mr. Singh is a former member technical NCLAT and former member judicial NCLT in Kolkata bench, Allahabad bench and Mumbai bench. He was tirelessly worked in the judiciary for 47 years since he became part of Uttar Pradesh Judicial Service in 1977 at the age of 23 years.
Mr. Ganga Agarwal is a partner of AAA Insolvency, but then he has actually a very, very bright career. He's been the additional member Railway Board. He's an engineer by qualification, but then he chose to become an insolvency professional after that, and he's actually liking it to its core. Thank you, Agarwal sir.
I will then request Shri Ashwini Taneja ji, former member ITAT and a specialist in PMLA, Benami Law and Black Money Act, to please facilitate Dr. C.A. Ashok Mishra ji, Ashok Kumar Mishra ji. Dr. Mishra is a former member technical NCLT and former member technical NCLT Bangalore. He has been a member of ICAI since 1981 and is a recipient of various accolades, including the Best CFO Award for his exceptional work as CFO and member of the board at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. I will then request Deepika Prasad ji. Deepika Prasad ji is our partner in Insolvency, AAA Insolvency, and she is a dynamic IP and a CMA. I will request her to facilitate Dr. Alok Srivastava.
Dr. Alok Srivastava had to urgently go because his sister was, I think, not well. So he just left.
I will then request Deepika ji to please facilitate Shri C.B. Singh. Mr. Singh is the former member technical NCLT Mumbai bench. He joined Indian Economic Service, IES, and was additional DG, Bureau of Indian Standards, prior to his appointment as member of NCLT. We all welcome you, Mr. Singh. Thank you, sir. I will then request CA Mrs. Rakesh Verma ji to please come on the stage and felicitate Shri H.C. Suri ji. Mr. Suri is the former member technical NCLT Kolkata bench. He was Registrar Supreme Court prior to his appointment as member of NCLT High Court. I will then request Shri Mahesh Mittal ji. Mahesh Mittal ji is an insolvency professional, registered valuer, and a very, very dynamic personality. I will request him to please felicitate Mr. N.K. Bhula. Mr. Bhula is a former member technical additional National Company Law Tribunal, Hyderabad and Delhi benches. He retired as Director General Corporate Affairs in the MCA, New Delhi, and has had a 44-year career holding senior positions with the central government and its ministries.
Mr. Mahesh Mittal is also very, very dynamic. He's all through, he's worked in PSUs, and after that he chose to become an insolvency professional and a valuer. So this is what is a lot of people, they actually are choosing insolvency professional and valuation course, and they are all feeling, so they are associated with us as designated partners, as associate partners. So we are thankful to all this team that we have actually been able to generate in the last 6.5 years. Yes, sir.
I will next request Mr. Baldev Raj Sachdeva. Mr. Sachdeva is again a very dynamic personality and part of our AAA group. I will request him to please felicitate Shri Rajesh Sharma ji. Mr. Sharma is a former member technical NCLT Mumbai bench. His latest initiative, Insolvency Veterans, where he discusses intricacies of IBC law, is very popular amongst professionals.
Insolvency Veterans. I think Rajesh ji, everyone knows him now. Insolvency Veterans, actually this podcast.
If I have the presence of Dr. Manish Gupta,
I don't think he's come.
CA Lalit Agarwal,
No, he's not come yet.
I will then request Mrs. Manju Agarwal to please come on the stage. Mrs. Agarwal has been a very senior banker at State Bank of India, and she is an independent director in very large companies as on date. I will request her to please felicitate Shri K.K. Vora. Mr. Vora is the former member technical NCLT Mumbai and Delhi benches. He retired as Executive Director RBI and has 40 years of track record in public service, covering areas of insolvency, NPA management, regulation and supervision of banks and NBFCs, debt market development, and the list goes on.
This is a good thing. Like the banker is felicitating another banker. Like see, Mrs. Manju Agarwal has been the Deputy Managing Director of State Bank of India, and we have a friendship for the last 25 years. And we are thankful to you, Manjuji, for coming here. Thank you.
I will then request Mr. Sanjay Gupta ji. He's an advocate, he's an insolvency professional, and he's part of us, a part of AAA since a time beginning. And I will request him to please felicitate Shri Rahul Madan ji. Mr. Madan is the Managing Director, AAA PI of ICAI. His looks defy his experience. A CMA and CA, he has illustrious 28 years of experience in banking before he took charge of the AAA PI. Somebody can say that he looks as 28 years old, but he has 28 years of experience.
Sanjay Gupta and we are working together for the last more than 20 years. Sanjay Gupta is responsible for all the SARFAESI practice. So he has to his credit more than 37,000 cases from banks and financial institutions where the enforcement of security interest that we are doing. So like initially he joined us as a CEO, then now he's a director of this company called AAA Capital Services. So Sanjay ji, thank you very much. Thank you.
I will then request Mr. Veer Singh ji. Mr. Veer Singh ji, please, sir, please come on the stage. He's one of my founding partners at AAA Valuation Professionals LLP. He's a land and building partner. He is one of the 3 strengths that we started with. And thanks to his coming along, we are today, 26 partners strong. I will request Veer Singh ji to please felicitate Mr. G.S. Narsimha Prasad. Mr. Prasad is Managing Director IPA of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Cost Accountants of India. He has an illustrious 34 years experience in banking, healthcare and consultancy before he took charge of the AAA PI. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes. I will then request Mr. Pramod Chopra ji. Mr. Pramod Chopra ji is a chartered accountant and a dynamic professional and a very, very passionate golfer. I will request him to please felicitate Shri Virinder Ganda. I will request him to please felicitate Mr. Virinder Ganda. Mr. Virinder is a senior advocate as president of NCLT and AT Bar Association. We have seen him work tirelessly with NCLAT and NCLT members. He's a fellow member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India and the Institute of Cost and Work Accountants of India and the past president of Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Thank you, Mr. Ganda. Thank you for your presence, sir. I will then request Mr. Satwinder Singh to please come on the stage and felicitate Advocate Sumant Batra ji. Sumant ji is a celebrity in the insolvency space. He's an insolvency lawyer of global eminence with 3 decades of experience in the area of insolvency, bankruptcy and related laws. He's the founder of Insolvency Law Academy, an independent think tank and research institution on insolvency. He's the past president of Insol International. We have all seen Suman Batraji's dynamic efforts in bringing to IBC to where it is today in India.
So, Srindarji, thank you very much. Everyone knows you, I believe.
I will then request Sri NPS Chawla ji to please come on the stage and felicitate Sri Prabhat Mohan Prasad. Mr. Prasad has several years of experience in management of stressed assets at SBI. He is presently heading the Stressed Assets Management Regional Office, North, New Delhi, as GM in the bank. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being part of. I will then request Dr. Anupriya Goel. Dr. Anupriya Goel is a dermatologist and the director medical at Booklet's Hair and Skin Clinics.
He is not saying that she is my wife.
I will request Anupriya to please felicitate Sri Rajneesh Ranjan Roy. Sorry.
I think he has not come.
Sri Amit Goel then. Sri Amit Goel. Amit ji is a seasoned banker with over 10 years of experience in SBI. He is presently heading the Stressed Asset Management branch to New Delhi as DGM in the bank. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I will request Dr. Arun Kumar Bansal ji to please come on the stage and felicitate Sri Anil Goel ji. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for the warm welcome that you've given to all our dignitaries. Thank you.
Can we once again join our hands, ladies and gentlemen, for all the dignitaries and for Mr. Ankit Goel. Thank you so much. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is too late. But now is the right moment to start. With this note, I think this is the right moment to release the booklet, ladies and gentlemen. Can we all give a big, big round of applause for the release of booklet compilation of 100 webinar on IBC. And I request our chief guest to please come upon stage. Honorable Mr. Justice E.K. Sikri. Please welcome him with a big, big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Kumar. Sir, please call upon stage. And Dr. P.S.N. Prasad. Sir, please come on stage. I would like to request all the guests present here to please come. And I request...
So for this release of book, we would like to have a combined photograph with the unfolding of this booklet. And I think that would be really a good picture for all this gathering, in case everyone can, all the dignitaries can just come on. You can just name...
I request Anil sir to please come.
Yeah, I will just...
Mr. Ankit Goel and Mr. Arpit Goel and all the dignitaries present here, I request all of you to please stand up and please come forward for the group photograph and for the release of the booklet. ladies and gentlemen, can we all give a big round of applause? Come on, everybody.
इसके बाद है ना, इस पर तो अनाउंस कर दीजिए कि जो है इंडस्ट्री सीखी जाना चाहते हैं तो इनको पूरा पढ़ के फिर उसके बाद उनको बोले कि ही हैज़ टू गो अर्ली, तो इसका पहले हम
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. And here, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage CA and IP Manoj Kumar Anand, sir, President AIIPA, to felicitate Mr. Anil Goel and Mr. Nilesh Sharma. Sir, please come on stage.
So, Justice Sikri wanted to go a little early, so we are actually asking Justice Sikri to give their blessings to us by addressing and giving some motivational words to us. And she would be announcing the brief profile of Justice Sikri, and then Justice Sikri will give us the blessings.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please once again give a big, big round of applause to the chief guest of this event, Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Sikri. Sir, I request you to please come and address the gathering. Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Sikri is an eminent jurist and a former judge of the Supreme Court of India. Earlier, he had served as the Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Since 2019, he is an international judge at the Singapore International Commercial Court, Singapore Supreme Court. He is also the chairperson of News Broadcasting Standards Authority and chairperson of National Court Management System Committee. He is the ombudsman of Federation of Indian Fantasy Sport, chairperson committee for formulating an action plan for online dispute resolution under Niti Aayog. Government of India and chairperson Interim Advisory Council, Delhi School of Public Policy and Governance, University of Delhi. He had also acts as an arbitrator in domestic and international disputes. Justice Sikri's life journey is an inspiring one. Sir was appointed judge of the High Court of Delhi in 1999 and has also served as the acting Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court from 10th October 2011, before being elevated as the Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court in September 2012. In 2013, he was elevated to the Supreme Court of India. Please welcome on stage with a big round of applause, Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Sikri.
Thank you very much, and good evening to all of you. I'm really sorry to say at the outset that I have to leave immediately because there's a friend of mine who has come from England and is leaving tomorrow morning. So I didn't have any other time, but since it was my commitment to Mr. Goel that I have to be here, so I could not have dissed him. Insofar as today's function is concerned, I don't think that it's a function for speeches, as it suggests 100 episode of celebration. So we are celebrating this occasion. And I would only say that, and all of you who are from corporate commercial world, in the sense that who are conversant with the commercial laws and Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, company law, etc., we all know about corporate social responsibility, CSR. And it's an obligation under the statute, under the Companies Act, on all companies that you have to spend, I think now 4% or 5% of your income on social causes. I say that this is applicable to voluntarily profession also. So from CSR to PSR, professional social responsibility. And those lawyers or other practitioners, chartered accountants, etc., we know that, these professions are today the professions where one can earn a lot and are earning a lot. Therefore, many people are not drawn to these professions. But then working for your only to earn should not be the motto. Some social service in the profession should also be there. So here in that context, I really appreciate Mr. Anil Goel and his team that you came with this webinar series. As I said, it is not necessary to talk about IBC, and only with one sentence that, look, this is one legislation which is so important, and I think it is the most important legislation when it comes to the growth of economy. It is directly related to the economic growth of the nation. And therefore, it is very necessary for all of us, all stakeholders, to ensure that IBC works successfully. And for that, many factors are to be taken into consideration. There are many things which need. And one of them is continuing education for all those who are the practitioners. And the best way of educating them through webinar, which mission Mr. Anil Goel chose, and as we have heard from his son, the manner in which, with impeccable integrity and his commitment to this cause, he did, whether he was in the hospital or he was in some seminar or he was in some function or he was at the airport, and he never missed this. And this is, in that sense, you have truly discharged your, I would say, duty as well, which should be of every individual, insofar as fulfilling your professional social responsibility is concerned. And I think the professional community in IBC has learned a lot. You have almost touched 100 episodes, is by no means any less achievement. It is a very, very big achievement, and you will inspire others also. I must say one thing, yes, I know one person who has been committed to this cause is our Mr. Suman Batra, because he has been there. We know each other. We know, in 1997 or 97, I think, or 8, when Insol India chapter was established, and since then, how we should work, and the journey which we have undergone together, that IBC is legislated, and it took so much of time, and but all that is history. The manner in which he has been serving, and I today see, Mr. Anil Goel, you have also started serving like that. So my congratulations to you, my good wishes to you. Keep doing this good work. Thank you very much. No, obviously it is going to be, as far as stress asset portal is concerned. I know, we will, so some other time, no problem. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this event by your presence. Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage. I request Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Kumar to please come up on stage. Can we have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. M.M. Kumar was appointed the first president of National Company Law Tribunal on its inception. During his tenure, 28 benches of NCLT started functioning from 14 states. He has given several landmark judgments at the initial stages of implementation of IBC. He earlier served as the 31st Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court, before which he acted as a judge of Punjab and Haryana High Court. He is ex-member, National Human Rights Council and principal consultant on insolvency, bankruptcy and corporate laws. With his 20 years of experience as a jurist, he is at present a popular arbitrator, practitioner, and consultant. Can we all once again give you a big round of applause? Sir, please come up on stage.
My friends and my former colleagues, Justice AIS Chima, former member, National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, Mr. B.P. Singh, former member, NCLT and NCLT, Dr. A.K. Mishra, former member, NCLT and NCLT, Shri C.B. Singh, Shri H.C. Suri, Shri N.K. Bhola, Shri Rajesh Sharma, Shri K.K. Bora, all former members of National Company Law Tribunal who served with extreme dedication. Mr. Vrinder Ganda, the President of the Bar, Mr. Sumant Batra, our eminent scholar in the insolvency bankruptcy area, and Mr. Goel, today is heart and soul of this function. Young professionals, not so young professionals, ladies and gentlemen, we are all learners. When we talk of Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, to an outsider, it is a great mystery. And right from the day one, when the IBC was enacted with effect from 1st of December 2016, I had seen the IBC growing from the age of one day to the age of today. being the first president of the National Company Law Tribunal, the teething troubles which we faced are so many to count in this hall today. I will touch upon only few of them. When in the North Block, a meeting took place with regard to the enforcement of Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, I raised the issue that there is hardly any infrastructure. Then one of the member in that meeting, he said, Justice Kumar, you have the record of holding court in floods in Jammu and Kashmir. You don't need any infrastructure. Then I told him that, fine, you cannot ask us to sit on the road and start deciding cases on IBC. So the buildings all over the country were in bad shape. Infrastructure was hardly available. Stenographers were not available. All the members were, one way or the other, they were managing the affair. Some members were writing with hands, judgments with hands. Bombay building, I am sure Mr. Batra went to Bombay bench, and the seats in front of the bench used to be not more than 5 or 6. And the corridor through which one has to go, not more than 4 or 5 people could walk through that corridor. So Mr. BP Singh knows then how, with great difficulty, the Bombay building was upgraded. But we see today, state-of-art building in Bombay. Mr. Rajesh Sharma was also in Bombay. Mr. Bora later on went to Bombay. So they all know the type of difficulty we went through. The other difficulties were how to work out the code. On the one hand, the code provided that petition must be admitted within 15 days. And one of the top government functionary asked me, Sir, you are not following 15 days norm. It is mandate of the code. Then, since my members have very vigilantly advised me on many things, and I was made wiser by continuous discussions, so I raised the issue that 15 days time has been provided if the code is implemented in its full form. He was not able to understand. I said, there is a chapter on information utility. Information utility functions very vigilantly, but we can't see any information utility the way it works in England. Information utility was not functional in 2017-18. It was in late 2019 that information utility was established. What is the function of information utility? They gather information with regard to all NPA accounts from various banks and then ask the account holder, verify it, then put it on their website that it is a account NPA. That information is considered authentic. Acting on that, there could have been a possibility to admit a petition within a period of 15 days from the date it is filed. So then they started working on establishing information utility. The issue also came with regard to counsel representing income tax department. You know, under section 248, 249, 50, 51, striking down of the that process started in a big way. And large number of companies at the instance of registrar of company were struck off, and their number used to be published in newspaper going in 10,000 and very, very fine print. So, petition were filed by some of the banks, by the government of India, that such and such company has not paid the income tax, running into thousands of crores in various benches. So I took up the issue. Firstly, at the instance of Mr. A.K. Mishra, we approached the Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Sinha, at that time. And then CBDT was sounded. Then demonstration was given by one of our members, specialized in income tax. That is how the income tax lawyer started appearing. Protection of loss which was being caused to the public exchequer could be checked. Now, if you see IBC, there are hundreds of provisions which say as would be decided by the government. One instance I quote, Section 4, there was a threshold of 1 lakh rupee. By one stroke of pen, one day, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs made it 1 crore. Now, what are the parameters to judge whether a person is so poor or so rich? Whether he can be judged if he is unable to pay 1 lakh of rupee? Whether you will call a person poor if he is unable to pay 1 lakh of rupee, or if he is unable to pay 99 lakhs of rupee. So I was amazed, because power has been given to the government, Parliament was not to be taken into confidence. I asked this question to the minister concerned. He said, Mr. Kumar, Parliament hardly meets these days. Therefore, delegation was a must. And we have kept many provisions like this. And at the cost of some time, they might be misused. Now, this is a classical example where MSME sector is suffering. The big industrialist, they do not wish to pay 20 lakhs to a small man. Now, what is his remedy? He is remediless. Now, pre-pack has been in the form of pre-pack. A scheme has been announced in 2021. But how many cases under pre-pack? Total 3 cases till today. Total 3 cases. So this is the story of development of IBC. There can be hundreds of these examples. I quote another example. In order to meet the timeline, I requested Mr. Sahu, the then chairman of the IBBI, that there is a requirement to send that petition to you for appointment of resolution professional if the petitioner has not named anyone. I requested him that this sending and coming back will consume a lot of time, and therefore you kindly do one thing, approve a list of resolution professionals, circulate amongst the benches all over the country, and member can pick up serial wise. At that stage the thinking was, IBBI thinking was, that no. We will see the case, we will examine what type of case it is, whether the nature of the case match with the RP to be appointed. My answer was very simple. I said, you have conducted an examination for everyone. On the basis of that examination, everybody is equal. You cannot do that. But one bench from Calcutta issued contempt notice. After about 6-7 months, when the contempt notice was issued, Dr. Sahu could see whatever I told him. Because there was delay in appointment of the RP by the IBBI. So the Dr. Sahu then said, Justice Kumar, we are prepared to follow the course which you pointed out at that time. That is how these lists are. But I was telling Dr. Sahu, it was on the basis of Supreme Court judgments. It was not, you see, something in here. I have shared those judgments with him also. So these are endless things. I mean, if we start from December 2016 till date, so many amendments, so many episodes have taken place. And it is in that direction that Mr. Goel's endeavor of seminar every week, developments in the IBC every week, he has been holding the seminar with great pain, information and hard work. And I think continuous education is today's slogan. If you are not up to date, the other side can demolish you in a minute. So Mr. Goel's endeavor is extremely appreciable, and I feel truly honored to be part of these celebrations. And the complexity of this law make it more important. If you look at the data on the IBBI website, 3 major amendments in the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, 30 kinds of rules can be seen on the IBBI website, more than 100 regulations and amendments notified by IBBI, 76 circulars, 76 notifications have been issued by IBBI, 98 important judgments are analyzed by IBBI, 40 guidelines issued and listed on the IBBI website, 46 amendment notification circular issued by other authority like SEBI, GST, ROC, MCA on the subject of IBC. 53 reports have been made by various committees. 28,649 orders and judgment available on the IBBI website, out of which 475 are from the Supreme Court. So you can imagine the vast resource available and the complexities of law IBC has evolved. In the beginning, there was hardly any realization that this code will go that far. The members of the bar, like Mr. Krishnendu Dutt, he is present, senior advocate, they really helped. Mr. UK Chaudhary, he has not come today. They really helped to the growth of IBC and the new Companies Act. And I wish to congratulate Mr. Goel, Mr. Ankit Goel, and all the partners of AAA on the celebration of these 100 webinars. And I hope and trust this endeavor will continue unendingly. And I also wish that the day will come when we will celebrate 200th episode of this webinar. With these words, I express my gratitude to the organizer for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time out from your heavy schedules. Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the unveiling ceremony. But before that, I would like to call upon stage CA and IP Manoj Kumar Anand sir to please come up. Presidents AIIPA to
सर 5
felicitate.
मिनट रुक जाइए कुमार साहब 5 मिनट रुक जाइए फिर चले जाइए अभी तो अच्छा 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 ओके देन आई विल हैव टू जस्ट सी ऑफ ओके ओके
To felicitate Mr. Anil Goel sir, I request both of you to please come on stage. And please give a big round of applause. Also like to welcome Mr. Nilesh Sharma on stage.
No, thank you very much. Manoj is actually heading an organization called All India Insolvency Professionals Association, and this is the endeavor of the association that they are trying to felicitate me and also trying to recognize the efforts that we see. We also do, other than 100 webinars, like we also do various webinars with Nilesh Sharma ji, with Manoj ji, but those are not counted in this 100. So this is the, thank you very much, Manoj. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the unveiling ceremony, I would like to request everyone to please get ready for the unveiling of www.bankofstrustedAssets.com. I would like to call upon stage I would once again like to thank Justice M.M. Kumar sir for joining us today and marking this evening with his presence. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to invite Dr. P.S.N. Prasad sir to please come up on stage.
See, because of the original program getting changed, and I think some confusion is, Sarah, please baithe up. So, yeah, please, Sarah, baithe. So, I think the, because of, I think that Ms. Sikri wanted to go early, and also Mr. Kumar wanted to go a little early, so some up and down program. So, presently, I would like to introduce this project of bankofstrustedAssets.com with little bit of history, and then we will unveil it. After this unveiling, then I think we will request Prasad Sab to say a few words, and also the other dignitaries in case they would like to say. So this, in fact, this started about 25 years back. As a chartered accountant, when I was practicing, some person came to me and he was actually writing a letter, and that letter was carrying the head as Bank of Sick Units. There was no .com at that time, Bank of Sick Units. I asked him what exactly you do. He said that I deal in sick units only. My business is to find a buyer for the sick units, and I do these transactions. So since then, this particular name, in fact, was captured in my brain, and in fact, when I started now, then the BIFR was not there, so it is not sick units. So it's a little bit of variation of Bank of Sick Units. Now it is the Bank of Stressed Assets. In my 20 years journey dealing with the stressed assets, in fact, before that, in case you try to ask me, Mrs. Rakesh Verma knows, like when we used to do nursing and rehabilitation of various borrowers under the scheme of various banks. Then came BIFR, and that was also dealing with the stressed assets. Then came SARFAESI law, so we became the first few in the country to act as resolution agents, enforcement agents, and supporting agency under the SARFAESI law. Over the years, I would ask my partner Sanjay here, Sanjay Gupta, and we worked together, and presently what this AAA Capital Services Private Limited is, there is no bank in India who is not our customer. I am repeating, there is no bank in India which is not our customer. Number one, that these banks have given us 37,000 cases. Banks have given us 37,000 cases where we have to enforce the SARFAESI law. We have to take the possession and sell that stressed asset. We have already done more than 6,000 successful auctions to recover bank dues. That is where is the synergy. That is where is the synergy. Then it comes the insolvency. In insolvency, presently AAA Insolvency, with the help of 75 partners, we have the experience of 300 assignments of CIRP and liquidation. We are not even counting personal guarantors assignments. So with this kind of association with the stressed assets, I think the journey was actually very, very synergical, that we started this www.bankofstressedassets.com, and our tagline is invest in stressed assets and thrive. This is a marketplace for stressed assets. So why it is a synergy with us? See, presently, as AAA Group, we deal with all those lenders, all those branches dealing in the stressed assets. And the supply side is assured to us. All the banks, whenever we go to bank, whenever Sanjay Gupta, my partner, goes to bank, they are always saying, there is no need of taking possession, don't do everything, only sell, only sell. We have thousands of assets where we have taken the possession, but then we are not able to find customer. That is the feedback that we got from all the banks, private, PSU, NBFCs, ARCs. What is the need? The need is that they want to sell their stressed assets, they want to recover their money, they want to rotate that money. But that is something where it's not available presently. As a stressed asset person, where I have the experience, I keep meeting people. A lot of people, they visit me, and they normally say that I am dealing with stressed assets. I need, in case you have a list of stressed assets with you, I want to take that list of stressed assets. I always ask him, whosoever comes to me, what do you do with this list? How do you sell this? He always says that I have my own contacts. I have my own circle. That means everyone has their own circle. Everyone has their contacts. Everyone has a list of investors. Everyone has a list of intended buyers. But there is no common platform so far where everyone can come and post their requirement. Everyone can come and post their requirement of sale and purchase. So that is what is the birth of this bankofstressedassets.com. Our people, at present we have 250 human resources working full-time, dedicatedly, and they go every day to banks and they try to enforce the security interest of the lenders, and that enforcement includes sale of the assets. Now, we will go to all the banks, and which in fact, most of the banks have given us already a kind of go-ahead that we have lot many assets, you come and take the assets, and post it on your website. On the other side, that we have to create demand. So the supply side is assured. Now we have to work on the demand side. How we work on the demand side? Like in Surface, my company has already done 6,000 auctions. That means 6,000 auctions. That means in case one auction participation is done by 3 or 4 people, that kind of data of intended buyer is already available. In insolvency, we have done almost 300 auctions so far, and that kind of data is also available. So we have the data of almost more than 2,000 intended resolution applicants. So all this data actually will become a kind of demand side and the supply side. And then in this particular software, my consultant Yash Tiwari, he has used artificial intelligence to do some kind of matchmaking. Based on some parameters, some matchmaking will be done, and it is completely back-end supported. There is nobody who actually can go to banks, to go to high courts, to go to DRT, to find these stressed assets. They will only come to a kind of organization. They want somebody to hold their hand. They want somebody to understand, to give them a due diligence. They also want somebody to train them how to participate into the auction. They want somebody who actually can look into the documentation, and they want somebody, because they are sitting on money, why should they go here and there? So this will be completely back-end supported. Back-end supported means, again, within this software, we also have a lead management system. Once the artificial intelligence creates an alert, that will automatically be created as a lead. And that lead would be handled by our human resources. They would facilitate that person. They will make it easy for him to understand the asset, to understand the transaction, to also kind of due diligence, and also to some extent valuation. We also have valuation services. So with this, I would like to now unveil bankofstressedassets.com, and I would request the king of stressed assets, Mr. Prasad, Mr. Amit Goel from State Bank of India, because they have many assets, and Mr. Prasad deals with all these stressed assets of Northern India. So I would be very happy in case you come. You only have to say the bankofstressedassets.com is inaugurated, and in the meantime, the video will start. Please join me, sir. Amitji, please. So Yash Tiwari, are you ready? So now you have to say what is the kind of sim, what he has to say, then it will start.
King of a stress asset, that was unique title for us. That is not the case. We do not look any asset as a stress asset. We try for the complete resolution. The stress asset part, the recovery part, the selling part comes in the last. That's the clarification. And now, as requested by Goel sir, we declare this opening of the site www.bankofstressasset.com.
Yes. User verification, buyer verification, seller verification, different categories of the assets, so that whenever somebody would like to add their intent, the intent can be category wise. There are price range, there is a size range, and anything which actually would be, then finally within that range, the AI will give us the alert that yes, there is an asset and there is an intended buyer. So with this AI, this kind of alert will go, and that alert will be handled by our back-end team. Because see, like for us it is a synergy, because we already have 250 human resources already working on stressed assets. For us it is easier. Otherwise, Without a back-end support, I don't think anyone can buy or sell stressed asset. There is no automatic matchmaking because see the property status changes every day. There may be a successful auction, there may be an unsuccessful auction. Therefore, this is something which is, it has to be back-end supported. So therefore, we actually made it completely back-end supported. So this is what is the unveiling of bankofstressedassets.com. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prasad sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Amarji. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you once again give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much, Mr. Anil Goel, for introducing us and shedding the light on the concept, vision, and mission of www.bankofstressedassets.com.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon stage Dr. PSN Prasad sir. So please come on stage with a big round of applause. Please welcome him on stage, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Prasad, at present the member of judicial at NCLT Chandigarh bench. He has worked as a legal advisor in Reserve Bank of India Central Office, Mumbai, in the rank of Chief General Manager before joining as judicial member in National Company Law, New Delhi. He has an experience of over 3 decades in the field of law. He became a member of Andhra Pradesh State Bar Council in the year 1987. He is a regular visiting faculty from many academic and professional institutes. He has published numerous articles on different legal and non-legal subjects. Please welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, with a big round of applause, Dr. PSN Prasad sir.
My earnest appeal is all of you should become Ramana Maharshi. That means please maintain absolute pin drop silence so that our communication will be absolutely clear. My earnest appeal is, my dear brother, my earnest appeal is to maintain pin drop silence so that we can understand each other much better than what we generally can. Okay? Ajnanatimirandasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshur militam ena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow down before the divine Guru, who by application of collyrium of knowledge opens the eyes, who is blinded by ignorance. In fact, if you score 99 runs, lose wicket, you cannot bat up. You cannot bat up. You will be putting your head down and going out of the grease. When you really score 100, like what our Anil did, he will bat up. That is how we are all here. See, right from our school days, our performance is gauged vis-a-vis 100. And achieving 100 is not so easy task. My personal appreciation as well as appreciation on all your behalf to him, his team, and the people around him working to achieve the object. Going further, I have a small suggestion. Suppose you say, last in one seminar also we discussed this. Suppose you say, stressed marriage, role of an husband. Nobody would like to attend for that seminar. Will anybody be interested? Like this, bank of stress-free assets.com you say, because ultimately you are conferring title which is stress-free. You are only thinking from your point of acquiring. That is wrong. What exactly you are passing to the ultimate beneficiary? You are passing to the ultimate beneficiary a stress-free and perfect title asset. Kindly think of just changing the title of this website. Because if you say, kindly remember, troubling wife, role of husband, anybody would like to know about it? Nobody would like to know about it. See, our Anil has thought from the point of acquisition, that is wrong. Point of conferring title is more important. Ultimately, people like me, when we go to a website, we want something which is stress-free asset, not stressedasset.com. This is my earnest appeal. Kindly try to think internally whether the title is appropriate or not. Why nobody names his son as Ravanasura? Huh? People would like to name as Vibhishana, but doesn't like to name as Ravanasura, because their character is something different. What I suggest you is, this is my earnest and appeal from my heart. Either you say, bank of hassle-free assets.com, or you say, bank of stress-free assets.com, because ultimately you are passing to stress-free asset. Kindly don't think of your point of acquisition. You have to think from the point of delivery. What you are going to give delivery? Are you going to deliver stressed asset? No. As our friend rightly said, no asset is a stressed asset. Only it gets a sickness. And somebody if can put apt medicine, it will be a perfect asset. So what I think is, this title need to be invariably changed. Because you have to always think from the point of delivery. You take any product, any commercial product, all titles are put from the point of delivery, not from the point of acquisition. Kindly think over this. This is only my suggestion. Now, this is very good. Today, no title is suggested. That means, I take it as a limited cricket and play few sixes, make you happy, so that you will boiled up and fly home. So that you will boiled up by the subject and fly home comfortably. This is my attempt. Coming to an understanding, now the competition is between individual insolvency professional and institutional insolvency professionals. In the field of insolvency, now two players are clearly visible to us. One is insolvency professional who are individuals. Second is institutional insolvency professionals. Institutions always desirable because the institutions will be structured with manpower of different requirements and infrastructure-wise different requirements. An individual may not be able to have all these capabilities. Invariably, he has to depend on consultants outside. And these consultants are not under any controlling system of IBBI. IBBI, which regulates the professional conduct of the insolvency resolution professionals, the institutions can be controlled because now entities have been allowed. Are good silence? Why they are making noise? See, now coming to the picture of role of insolvency professional. This is my favorite subject. I believe that IBC backbone is insolvency professional, who is appointed by his father, adjudicating authority. If insolvency professional, because he determines the fate of an institution, he is equivalent to Brahma. But Brahma is born out of Vishnu. This Vishnu is the adjudicating authority. Vishnu is the adjudicating authority. This adjudicating authority creates Brahma, that is insolvency resolution professional. But what this insolvency resolution professional should have, let us have a just look. Have to fierce resolve in everything you do. Determination, resiliency, and tenacity you should demonstrate. Every resolution professional has to demonstrate two things, whether it is an institutional insolvency or an individual insolvency. One is determination, like Anil. 100 मारना चाहता था, कल 99 मार दिया, आज 100 मार दिया. Yesterday he scored 99 to meet the mark of 100. That is called as determination. Determination, then resilience, then tenacity. These three things are essential for the resolution professional. Going further, do not let temporary challenges or temporary setbacks undermine your performance. Temporary setbacks will come. Even in our family life, we all will have temporary setbacks. What are they? We all will have, because our wife will take one side and we will take another side. So temporary setback has come. But we will resolve it either by love and affection or by taking her and buying a new sari. Like that, the temporary setbacks arising in our working system have to be overcome. Use mistakes and problems as opportunities to do better, but not to excuse and leave the job. Not to, suppose, see, you get so many setbacks, don't get frightened. Setbacks should come, they make you more stronger. Setbacks always makes us more stronger and strongest. Today I call not as good evening. Today I call is best evening. Why? Because when you think you are good, you will stuck there. There are other forms of goodness. They are better and best. Let us always try to be the best as an insolvency resolution professional. And another important, more concerned area is we should have high professional standards. We should have high professional standards, integrity and objectivity, independence and impartiality, professional competency, representation of correct facts and correcting misapprehensions, proper information management, confidentiality, occupation, employability, restrictions, and what is more important for an insolvency resolution professional is he should understand that he is stepping into the shoes of a CEO and he is the planner, organizer, director and controller of that industry. So he has to have necessarily develop skills relating to planning, skills relating to organizing, skills relating to employing them, directing them, and ultimately to achieve the organizational objectives or goals. Brother, kitna time hai?
No problem at all.
So, he has to assume the role of a CEO. The moment you are appointed as a resolution professional, don't think that you will write an application, information will come to you, or you will throw an application on NCLT under 19.2. That is a wrong approach. Every insolvency professional is a 007 James Bond. He has to take his own investigation steps in collecting the information required for him to make the resolution process a successful task. If the insolvency resolution professional doesn't train himself, then he is not a professional. Today, to give this lecture, I have just started at Chandigarh at 10:30. I landed here at 6:15. Dressed up, suit boot parna padega. So then I dressed up and straight away came here. Strain has to be taken. Without strain, you don't get the end result. And इसके लिए रास्ते में मैंने क्या बोलना है ये प्रिपेयर किया. मैंने सोचा instead of speaking in only English, let me mix a little of Hindi so that it gives you all a good flavor. है ना? So, going further, the IBBA has given IRP regulations in a very structured manner. When I read that regulations, every time I find something new. And there are many occasions I telephone to our advocate friend Mr. Madan. Because when I was in RBI, luckily Mr. Madan was requested to conduct a training program. He was kind enough to share his knowledge. In fact, I am his student. Whatever IB code I had a basic understanding, I had it from our GP Madan. See, we should forget anybody but not the guru from whom you learned something. That's only I said, Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Guru Madhye Stitam Viswam Viswam Madhye Stitam Guruhu Guru Viswam Nachonyasti Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Akhanda Mandalakaram व्यातं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा, this all we all know. गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Ultimately, let us conclude like this. शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायुः त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मस्मि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। You have to perform, my dear resolutions professionals, you have to perform at a constantly higher level than others. You need not have competition in amassing the wealth. You should have competition in achieving higher performance than our other who is in the profession. Because it is your performance significantly puts you high on the map. It is your performance that really puts you high in the map. Then going further, that the mark of, that is the mark of the true professional. When you perform better than, see when you have, see an advocate is arguing the case. Another side counsel is also arguing the case. The counsel who argues better, the counsel who argues better is or will have the satisfaction that is performed better than the other. That should be true spirit of our working. Professionals has nothing to do with getting paid for your service. If you are a true professional, payment is not the criteria for you. That means, I am not saying don't collect payment. See, I was practicing as an advocate. I don't know how to collect fee. When whatever client used to give, I used to take very sincerely. I never demanded any client to pay me any money. I got job in Housing and Urban Development Corporation as a direct trainee officer law. In the meantime, my brother has completed his law degree. He also joined in the profession. I asked my father. My father said, you are a true professional, better join job. So true professional will never worry for money, but he worries for delivering the service which is bound to deliver. So I request every one of you and also the members of AAA family to consider to be always true professional, and kindly earnest appeal is think of changing the website name from the point of delivery, but not from the point of acquisition. You are acquiring a stressed asset, I agree, but you are not passing the stressed asset to the customer. है ना? You are making asset stress free and giving him an opportunity to avail it. Kindly just all of you think and mail it to him whether my suggestion is correct or not. Thank you very much. I am immensely pleased to meet you all. I remember this best evening forever in the chip of my memory. And we are all now netizens. We are no more citizens. Computer literacy, car driving, if we don't know, we can't survive in this world. So, in fact, I don't know driving. I depend on my driver. That's why only today I am 15 minutes late. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Very nice meeting with you all. And it's a great evening we are all having together. And especially for scoring 100, I want Anil. Let us give a standing ovation to Mr. Anil for his excellent achievement. It is not easy.
Thank you.
Sacrificing
Thank you very
all
much.
the family hardships
Thank you.
and other kind of inconveniences and scoring 100, which is the performance scale from the ages together. He has shown his performance level. I wish him all success in every future endeavor, and let us hope to meet not on 200 episode, 1000 episode.
Thank you.
Let
very
us
much.
always have
Thank you.
highest benchmark,
Thank you.
1000.
Thank you.
We will all meet again in 1000 episode.
Yes, certainly.
Yes.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Prasad. It is actually wonderful to have you here. You actually have to go back to the court and still you could find time. And you are definitely, so you are master. So this is see Dr. PSN Prasad, and he is presently also, he has to work, he has to deliver judgments. So now, like, although I wanted that all the dignitaries should speak, but now since everyone actually is getting late, so I would seek blessings by turn. I would request honorable members of NCLT, Mr. VP Singh, Mr. Ashok Mishra ji, and Justice AIS Chima, they can come here and give a little bit of blessings collectively to all of us so that we keep our motivation up. In case you can come, all three of you, because see, this is something that we have to collectively take the blessings. Individually, it may take even 12 o'clock, so that will be very, very difficult. Mike there.
We are speechless considering the achievements our friend has reached. In fact, our blessings have always been with him, and when somebody is doing some good work, it is always a motivation for others also. It's such a great learning experience. He has been all the time pursuing knowledge. You can imagine it is not easy when you have to speak something on a given subject. You have to study it. You have to go through it. All aspects you have to consider, and then only you can hold a webinar. It's not easy and it's not a joke. So from our side, we congratulate him and we bless all his way for today and tomorrow.
Namaskara, namaskar, good evening, salam alaikum. Now I can tell you only one thing, knowledge is power. And Mr. Anil and his son Ankit, both has generated lot of knowledge which has given lot of power to him. I'm not going on the issue of which .com he should do, but that will be a great area. And I feel stress asset is a nomenclature which can always assist him, because this is the banking node that can always assist. God bless them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
I congratulate Mr. Goel, who has completed 100 episode of 100 webinars, and I certainly it requires hard. He has he has contributed a lot in this completion of this. Certainly, we again congratulate on behalf of all the professionals for this successful event.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I have my memories right from the day one when the first order was passed in India appointing somebody a liquidator, and that was Shri VP Singh ji, and I was the liquidator, and that is in Kolkata. The first order in India on liquidating a company, this is what I recall, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So this is the way that we are seeking blessings. Now I would request honorable members of NCLT, and I would request Shri K.K. Vohra ji, Shri H.C. Suri ji, Mr. N.K. Bola ji, Rajesh Sharma ji, Shri C.B. Singh ji, in case you can please come and give your blessings.
Good evening, all friends. I got introduced to Mr. Anil Goel ji in Calcutta when I was the HOD of Calcutta bench. We have seen him work very harder. Whenever he appeared before us, we found him very useful. Whatever the best information and the latest judgments he would produce before us, it helped us a lot. And the way he is working now, everybody has seen, so many people have appreciated him. It is really praiseworthy, and we wish him all success in his future assignments also. Whenever he makes such a webinar, we wish him all success. Thank you.
You know, all the success and wishes for Mr. Anil Goel, AAA, for, you know, coming to the level of 100 webinars. Younger son of Mr. Goel just made a point that no matter wherever Mr. Goel is disappearing, he will be there on Saturday at 11. It doesn't mean otherwise.
Yes, I feel this is a great contribution to the entire system, because Parliament makes the act. There are regulators like IBBI, there are institutions like NCLT, NCLT, but one of the most important thing is having a complete picture, and the contribution is immense. Whenever I have to update my knowledge, I just depend upon two sources. One is IBBI website, and second is these all these webinars. Thank you.
It's a wonderful job which we have done, Anil Goel ji. Hats off to you and to your young son and the other one also. They are truly professionals, not only contributing to the society professionally in what they do, but imparting of this knowledge is a wonderful, and as was said by Honorable Sikri Sahab, that this is a contribution to the society. This is a contribution to the fraternity which we are giving. Imagine 100 into 1 hour, if you take 1,000 hours of plain speak on various issues of insolvency, the upcoming areas. I congratulate you and wish you all success in your all future endeavors. Thank you to both this young boy and to you.
Thank you. I congratulate Shri Goel ji and his son on this endeavor about this webinar, weekly webinar which he is holding, and congratulations to you on 100 webinars, and may God give you enough knowledge and knowledge and other efforts and precious time to contribute more on enlightening the professionals in the field of insolvency. It is a very wonderful job you are doing. I once again congratulate you and wish you all the success in your all future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Beta. Wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I see, thank you very much, honorable former members of NCLT. And when Mr. Prasad was talking about that 27,000, Mr. Kumar was talking about the 27,000 judgments are listed on the IBBI website. And I was thinking that who has done this hard work? It is the immense hard work that the members of NCLT and the members of NCLT and Supreme Court judges and High Court judges have done that job. So it is not less, 27,000, and these are not the interim order, these are the final orders. And in case you see on an average 3 or 4 hearings, that means that so far in last 6.5 years, maybe the NCLT members have given more than 1 lakh orders that they have signed collectively. So this is the contribution of NCLT members and NCLT members. Our life is totally controlled by the regulators. We have 2 regulators, one is IBBI and the other is our Insolvency Professional Agency. Today we have the honor of having with us Mukulita Madam Vijay Varghya ji. She is the former whole-time member of IBBI. We also have with us Shri Rahul Madan, who is the Managing Director of Insolvency Professional of Institute of Chartered Accountant. And we also have Mr. G.S. Narasimha Prasad, who is the Managing Director of IPA of Institute of Cost Accountants of India. In case you can come on the stage and give us your blessings, please.
सभी उपस्थित भाई बहनों को अभिनंदन वंदन. Honorable Dr. P.S.N. Prasad Sahab, Honorable Justice Kumar Sahab, members of NCLT, former members, judicial as well as technical, members of NCLT and NCLT, learned professionals, insolvency pandits, Suman Batra ji, अभी आज नहीं दिख रहे हैं मुझे, other experts, Mr. Anil Goel ji, and AAA team. आज इस अवसर पर मुझे बेहद खुशी हो रही है क्योंकि मैं IBBI में थी और प्रोफेशनल्स पर ये भार था कि वो बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस डेवलप करें. हमेशा एक रिक्वेस्ट रहती थी मैं हम लोगों की कि आप बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस डेवलप करें. बिना बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस के कुछ नहीं हो सकता है क्योंकि किसी भी लॉ को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए केवल लेटर्स ऑफ लॉ आर नॉट सफिशिएंट. द प्रोटोकॉल, द बिहेवियर पैटर्न एंड द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि एक स्ट्रेटेजी अपनाते हैं उसी प्रकार से AAA ने 100 वीकली वेबिनार्स करके जिस तरह से एक नॉलेज इकोनॉमी, डिजिटल एज में नॉलेज इकोनॉमी को बढ़ावा दिया है. आई थिंक मैनी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस, हार्दिक अभिनंदन वंदन आपका अनिल गोयल साहब और उनकी टीम का इस अवसर पर मैं अपने भाव एक छोटी सी कविता के रूप में व्यक्त करना चाहती हूँ, जो मैंने अभी थोड़ा सुन के बनाया है। आईबीसी के धरातल ने प्रोफेशनल की झड़ी लगा दी, सर्वे भवंतु सुखिनों को चरितार्थ किया। आईपी इंडिविजुअल और यह कॉर्पोरेट एंटिटी हो या वैल्यूअर्स, सभी को उसने नमस्कार किया। AAA ने कमाल किया, मार्केट में अपने परफॉर्मेंस से धमाल किया। 100 के पार किए वीकली वेबिनार, प्रोफेशनल्स को किया अपडेट, न्यू कमर्स को किया मोटिवेट। विधान आंख कान खोल दिए सबके, विधान के पहले बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस की माला बना दी। PSR कंसेप्ट को बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस में डेवलप किया, विकसित नए भारत के स्टेज करने की कला को संवारा। आईबीसी का भरोसा देकर मार्केट हो या बैंक, सबको विश्वास दिया कि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा। AA ग्लोबल होकर भारत का मान बढ़ावे। इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ मैं एक्सपेक्ट करती हूँ कि 18 अध्याय हमारे गीता के हैं, उसमें 700 श्लोक हैं। एटलीस्ट 700 श्लोक से ब्रेन वॉश किया हमारे अर्जुन ने, हमारे कृष्ण ने अर्जुन का, उसी प्रकार ब्रेन वॉश AA टीम करे सभी प्रोफेशनल्स का। धन्यवाद।
Thank you. What a wonderful discourse and poem. Thank you, ma'am, and always been a pleasure to meet you. And I'll also like to congratulate, and let's put again a round of applause for the AAA, Anil ji and the team, and respected dignitaries. A great honor to be here among this event, which is a marking celebrations of this achievement. And I think one thing that got a bit of unnoticed is that Anil ji has been instrumental in not only delivering webinars through his own channel, but also institute like AAA and a couple of others. Dozens of webinars he would have appeared as a key speaker, as a keynote speaker and a key faculty. I think the number would have been much, much higher. On the IBC subject, he would have delivered so many webinars. One thing about the site that has been unveiled today, which is very, very interesting. I think that is need of the hour, fulfilling the need gap. One thing I am just thinking, and possibly Anil ji can help me understand now or even later, that whether this covers only the liquidation or under auction assets, or also CIRP going concern assets, which are part of the CRP processes, and whether RPs can take direct advantage of those while putting or while even referring to the demand side as well. With that, thank you very much and all the best.
Certainly, Rahulji. This is primarily the resolution professionals, liquidators can also take this benefit of this bankofstressed-assets.com. But then the larger asset which comes in India, that comes from SURFACI, that comes from DRT, that comes from high courts. So whereas the number of the assets are much, much more. Because as I said, that even presently today, AAA Capital Services has 6,000 running cases of SURFACI, 6,000. So every SURFACI case is backed by an asset. However, in the case of insolvency and the liquidation, the numbers are very small. So the viability comes from the DRT assets, SURFACI assets, high court assets. Of course, insolvency is our own name. How can we leave that? So we are not leaving that. That is also possible to be on this platform. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening to you all. It's very nice to be in such a elite gathering of justices, insolvency professionals, auditors, valuers, and it's my privilege to heartily congratulate you, sir. That's a tremendous achievement. As I have seen frequently, it is not so difficult to start something. We have all the enthusiasm and the urge to start something new. But it is taking it forward, sustaining it, and consistently improving upon it is where the real strength stands, I think. I think that is where Goelji has shown that. Hearty congratulations to you, and God speak to you to continue the great work that you all are doing. And from IPA ICMI, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And professional development is one of our mandates. We try to do it in our own small way, and I think you're doing a tremendous job, sir. And if we can be of any association, of any assistance, we'll be happy to do that. Thank you again.
Certainly we will do that. Certainly we will do that. I just wanted to say one thing, that the present today, the Institute of Chartered Accountant is another regulator for us. And somehow all the members of the Central Council or all the even President, Vice President, they are away to Kolkata. So the timings somehow mismatched. Otherwise, we could have the representations from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India also. Somehow I have my friend Vinod Jain. He has been the representing Institute of Chartered Accountants for many number of years. I would request Mr. Vinod Jain to please come on the stage, and you can represent from Institute of Chartered Accountants. If there is any other Central Council member is present today, which I am not sure, but in case you can come, and also you can speak on behalf of Institute of Chartered Accountants. Vinod Jain ji.
धन्यवाद अनिल जी, आपने मुझे मौका दिया. Anil ji, I know him for about 40 to 43 years when we came in as a chartered accountant, and very old friend. He has been since day one, he has been working very hard. We are all impressed by your working, and all the best to you. Our support is always there with you. IBC is a law which needs tremendous changes. I have been actually instrumental in advising Honorable Prime Minister on this, but I think still we have a long way to go. And Anil, your advice and your input has always helped us in the government as well as otherwise. Thank you very much. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Rahul ji. Thank you, Mr. Prasad. What is more important, because this is a commercial organization, the most important is the customer. And our customer is the banks, financial institutions, NBFCs, ARCs. I would request that Mr. Prasad and Mr. Amit Goel can actually represent this lenders fraternity, and if you can come on the stage and say a few words about our efforts, and more specifically whether this bankofstressed-assets.com is required at this moment, or what exactly this will yes.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, first I would like to congratulate him for 100 webinar. Many of webinar I have also attended, and many of our officers are regularly attending to. We are also not attending it just for updating ourselves, but also we are trying to understand the insolvency professionals' point of view, how they are taking the plan, understanding the plan, analyzing the plans, and further implementation. And he had a very detailed buffet transactions episodes also, that all bankers now key interest area, because so many lakhs of crores are lying there. Bankers are very keenly watching courts judgments, and we are taking our efforts to how to recover those buffet transactions. Coming back to the stressasset.com, Bank of Estates.
Just 1 second. Yeah. I'm sorry. I also have to call upon Mrs. Manju Agarwal, and I just skipped in my mind. She's just going out. Mrs. Manju Agarwal is from State Bank of India. She's been former Deputy Managing Director, so she's just gone out. So it could be, it just missed from my eyes.
Yeah. Yes. So we are looking forward to this site, bankofstressasset.com. We are very keenly, we are very much interested. We will watch the list, how we can provide the list of assets. There are huge number of assets, of course, under surface sea, which we are trying to sell. Good evening, ma'am.
Actually, Mr. Goel used the word king of stressed assets for SBI, and RGM took kind of offense to it.
No, ma'am.
So I would explain the context. We are the market leader. Though I superannuated from SBI some 6 years ago, I still feel I'm a part of SBI family. So we are the market leaders with 25% market share. So if we have 25% market share in deposits, advances, obviously in stressed assets also our market share is going to be 25% or maybe less. I think we are less there, but still we are the market leader. So to say that we are the king of stressed assets is not wrong. We are the market leader in terms of holding the repository of stressed assets. And because you are launching a website where we can display our stressed assets, it will be a matchmaking, could be a good platform for us to find a good person who is willing to take our asset at a better valuation. I think it's a godsend opportunity for SBI as an institution. And why only SBI? Maybe most of the banks, where we can find a good purchaser for our stressed assets, so-called. The asset becomes stressed for some reason. The asset, Sir Prasad sir, asset is not stressed. It becomes stressed because of the circumstances attached to it. The property has clear titles. It does not have unclear titles, sir.
I know, ma'am, I have dealt
Sir.
assets concept as well as regulations thereof on behalf of RBI long back.
Yes, sir.
I am talking from the point of delivery.
So when we find a buyer, because we have a team of 250, I'm talking from his side now, because I'm a part of his family. So when we have a large army of 25, 250, 100 people, we'll be able to find and resolve the asset to the entire satisfaction of the buyer. That much assurance I can give with his professional acumen and the large fleet of people and the knowledge bank that he commands at his beck and call.
Thank you. Now it's your turn.
A lot of said has been said from SBI side. I can only say hearty congratulations Mr. Goel and Arpit. So a lot of success I am saying in future also for both of you. Thank you very much for inviting us, and I am very happy that we are the part of this gathering. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give a big applause to the State Bank of India representation. And I think now we are not doing more and more speeches. I would ask my senior partner Anand Sonbadra to give a vote of thanks. In the meantime, the drinks and the dinner has already been served outside. And Mr. Anand Sonbadra, in the meantime, like I have not been able to take few names like the senior advocate who has Krishnendu Datta is here. I just wanted to acknowledge his presence here in this August audience. So I think Mr. Anand Sonbadra, in case he's here, Mr. Anand Sonbadra, please.
Thank you. Good evening to all. And starting from Honorable Justice Sikri, Justice M.M. Kumar, Dr. Prasad, Honorable Member Judicial NCLT, Honorable Members of NCLAT and NCLT, I take this opportunity to convey that we are deeply obliged by your presence, and thank you all for taking your time out and coming and encouraging us, giving us, sharing pearls of wisdom as well as words of encouragement to the endeavor that AAA family is making. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who attended and contributed to the success of our event. Your presence made a significant difference, and we look forward to future collaborations. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have enjoyed the event as much as we have, and now it's time to relax and savor our delicious dinner together. Let's continue to network and enjoy each other's company over a delightful meal. And I request everyone to please enjoy the performance. We have a very talented violinist over here. I would like to invite him on stage. Mr. Nikhil, please welcome him with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have a small token of our tagline, which is this is our way of learning. So we have a set of photographers outside along with the cup with a printing of this only, without the logo of AAA. This is our way of learning. I would request everyone to go out and give a little bit of pose to the cameraman. That cameraman will give you a cup where your picture is also printed along with this logo. No AAA logo, no any other name. So in case, I would request everyone to take that advantage of going to that photo booth. Thank you. Let us come and relax. And also the book, and everyone should carry the book because we have brought here the books. Everyone should carry the book along. And the book, I will ask my people to circulate the book also. Thank you very much. Now we all can have food and drinks outside and also inside in case somebody can bring inside. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. One moment, please. We have the honor of having with us Mr. Anup Padaman, former Commerce Secretary of Government of India. Thank you very much, Anupji, for being here. Thank you very much. He was slightly late, but then he actually he missed his place. I think we actually have also the place for you, somebody else. Thank you, Anupji. Thank you for coming here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and my congratulations to you for making such a success out of this endeavor and giving the IBC Act so much effectiveness in implementation. So my congratulations to you and your entire team. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See, अभी आपके अनूप पदामन जी से मुलाकात करता हूँ. राजेश शर्मा, NCLT member हैं. Yes. मैं आपके साथ कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री में कर रखा है. जी सर. I was DG of services. Thank you. अरे 2009. क्या हाल चाल जी? तब आप जेस थे. Good जी, good. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. आपको बहुत शुभकामनाएं भाई. Thank you जी.
I request everyone to please come up on stage for the group photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, I request all of you to please come join us for a group photograph. And we also have a backdrop outside, a photo booth where you can click some beautiful pictures. So I request all of you to please go there as well and come up on stage for a group photo, please.